What's up, everyone? So, I really want to go and try to find something on a face of a waterfall right now. There's a place that I know that has a parking spot, and you can go and walk down this waterfall, and it is an extremely old rock face, and the water is constantly falling there and dripping everywhere. And I believe that I have overlooked a couple things in my past visits there, so I'm going to take you guys there right now with a flashlight, and we are going to look for something good. I guarantee you I'm going to find something that we are going to be able to enjoy. Yeah, the reason that I'm so fascinated with this area is because I'm realizing that most of it was underwater, and I'm seeing a lot of rounded river rock and stuff like that. And even right beside where I live at, they just recently dug up a lot of rock, and I have been realizing that there's just a ton of quartz there. A ton. Beautiful, white, mineralized pieces of quartz that I am going to be collecting. And I also know that we have a lot of gemstones and stuff like that. I really want to learn what different types of stalactites exist as well. And I know that there's a possibility for stalactites to be up here because the water is dripping all the time in the same spot. And that means mineral and gemstone. And I am going to be looking for quartz crystals popping out of little pockets. Yeah, we're going to shine our light on the wall, and we're going to see if we see anything shining back at us. I have been looking for my own quartz veins. I have been looking for my own mineral deposits to find on pretty much public land, if you will, places that I should not be bothered. There are a lot of places that I really, really want to go to, but I can't because they are literally quarries and stuff like that. I hope one day, whenever the channel gets bigger, that I could possibly use those numbers to possibly get me into different places and coin shows and stuff like that. We're gonna do that in the future, you guys. We are taking this channel to 100,000. I am for sure of it. There isn't much to do around here, but if you love gemstones and geology, there's a lot to do. I've recently been learning that. I have not, seen much entertainment-wise to be done in this area, but I am pretty well entertained if you guys haven't seen. So it's like, well, I really just need to find a couple really beauty spots that nobody knows about, that these minerals are growing at and these crystals are growing at, and I am taking you guys to the face of that wall, and we are going to be staring at it, and I am going to be the happiest that I have ever been in my entire life on that moment when I find officially the things that I am looking for. Beautiful crescent moon tonight. Been loving the crescent moon lately. We are almost there. Let me know in the comments below if you had a beautiful day today too. I wonder if it was sunny and nice across the United States today. It is Tuesday, so yeah, let me know. I'm gonna be taking you guys to a lot of really ancient places around here. This place is ancient. I mean, like millions of years probably, but hundreds of thousands of years ancient. Little fun fact, Mr. Rogers had a house back here in the 1800s, early 19, I believe. His foundations are back here, and I'm going to go back here and metal detect them in the future. I'm going to take you guys directly to, and we are going to find Mr. Rogers' old house. Let me know. Like the video if you're excited as I am for that, because personally, I have found it, I think, one time while me and my dad were back here deer hunting, and he told me about it. And ever since then, I've wanted to get back there with a proper metal detector and just see if we can find some metal. Maybe something, a relic from Mr. Roger himself. That would be amazing. This person has a massive train in their driveway, and I remember when I was younger, we took a picture on that thing. It's beautiful. Who has a train in their driveway? There's a gang of geese over there making noise somewhere. Just sounded like somebody was screaming for a second. We're boots on the ground, Jeff Williams style. Let's get it. We got a big old bright flashlight too. I'm telling you guys, if we find a gemstone, it's gonna be illuminated by this light. I can tell you that. I love Pennsylvania. It basically is just this big old ancient forest. And if you like old stuff, I mean, it's heaven for you personally. I love coming here. I think it's one of the places that I've overlooked for being a place that we could find gemstones at. Long way, short way. Isn't that beautiful knowing where to go? Especially in the nighttime, honestly. Doing sketchy things in the nighttime for fun or entertainment purposes. I just didn't want to take my shoes off. I wanted to do something fun. Got old walls, and we got this coming down here. It's pretty nice. The water should be rushing pretty nicely too. Very old wall. People have obviously climbed out there. Definitely not supposed to. For a good picture though, maybe. I love the big old trees here. Look at this. Just look at this. There's literally pine cones in there. A squirrel is going to be eating good next winter. There's the trail. I was looking for it. I'm just leaving it rolling. If it's a long video, it's a long video. It's a good one. Boots on the ground, Jeff Williams style. I love watching Jeff Williams go and hunt gold. If I had gold mines near me, I'd be taking you to them. I'm going to be taking you guys to some coal mines. I'd love to find an abandoned coal mine that's still open, because that is our key ticket to finding the gemstones that we want to find, that I am looking for right now. They would be in an old coal mine. I just can't seem to find one that hasn't been boarded up. There's one near me, a couple near me. There's probably a few near me though that are still open. I just got to get a hold of the right person that still knows about it. This used to be really sketchy and used to come down the side of this hill here, wrap it around. This is the old trail, and it goes right down. Look at that. I used to come here when there was nothing here, and you had to come down that hill just like that. And it was the sketchiest thing in the whole world. And now we have this here. It's beautiful. It's going to be a little loud. The water is falling, but I think it'll still be all right. Look at how old this wall is. Just look at that. That's what we came here for. I can even focus in on certain parts up there. Look at that. There's something white on the hill up there. Wonder what that is. Something. That looks like it might be a quartz vein that they literally just chopped off to... I don't know. No one chopped this off. It's been here, actually. Yeah, no one made this. This has been here. Beautiful. Beautiful here at night. I love the sound of water.
Yeah, there's white stuff growing on all those rocks up there. I don't know what it is though. Those are white rocks. It starts to get wet here. I'm trying to look to see if I see anything worth going under for. I don't really. I'm gonna keep looking around though. This rock here is made out of shale. It falls apart really easily, but when banded together it makes a pretty large structure, as you can see. That's all really fine shale rock. Right there it turns into something really hard, and then back to shale. Huh, that is interesting. Beautiful waterfall. Wouldn't want to fall off of that. You'd hit a raw, you'd hit that. Man. There's a Pepsi bottle down there, that's all I see. It's alright, this is why I do this stuff. I gotta know. I gotta know where to go and where not to go. And these are the first places that come to my mind when I think of where crystals could be, are these ancient structures. But, no, not always. Look under there. You can nearly see right into the entire underneath of the tree. That green that you're seeing inside of there is the bottom of the tree. That is fascinating. And it's just hanging on for dear life, growing as high as ever. Awesome. Yeah, I used to almost fall down this when I would come here. It would literally be right where those rocks were. That's where you would walk down. Look at how steep that is. Look at how steep that is. And then you would get here and you would barely hang on to the cliff and get yourself down there. And that's what it used to be like. And now this is why national parks are great, because it turns it into something that you can just do. You know? It's not scary. Look at that. That's very old. Not seeing any gemstones. Ooh, I see blue. What is that? There's blue. Underneath there. Now that is cool. Look at that, you guys. That is something growing there. The water has been running off of there, and yeah, I would say I'm gonna focus it right where that starts. You can see all that coloring. There's definitely something there. I can't zoom with my left hand though. It's on a rock and it's just growing out. Eventually it will be something. It's probably like a stalactite growing out. You'll see them in caves. They literally are in caves where they were just dripping for millions and millions and millions of years. And that white stuff, it turns into almost like it'll build up from a structure, like it'll come up. It's really interesting. I would love to get into a cave and take you guys there. I would love to find an old coal mine that's still safe to go into. Has to be safe. I will not go into a crazy you know, one that looks like it's gonna kill me. That's the thing about me. I'm not really out to prove to anything to anybody anymore. I just love nature and what it has to offer. I like this square light. It lets me zoom in on what I want to see, but I could go the whole way out with it. Yeah, that stuff is on all these rocks where the water runs. Really hope that you enjoyed this video. We're gonna go boots on the ground style pretty much randomly. We'll take the long way this time. I'm gonna do this randomly, and I really enjoy it, and I think a lot of other people will too. This is a beautiful thing that they've built here. This is the type of stuff I really like to see, you know? And it kind of just erupted out of nowhere. It went from like being dangerous to now being like a state park that you can come to and walk down. And we got some old rock. A lot of big rock in the ground. But no quartz. Not a lot of quartz here. Isn't that fascinating? I see quartz everywhere. Quartz and quartzite in my area down there. It's almost like my area is a washing pit for the mountains. And I know that there's good stuff coming out of the mountains where I live at. That's why I'm finding that stuff in that creek. Certain creeks around here have I'm looking for certain quartz or quartz veins maybe. That is not quartz. Looks like it is though. Sometimes you can just see a vein poking up out of the ground. I love it. Looking for it every hour of the day pretty much lately. And I've noticed whenever certain people have that mineral around them, they fall in love with it because they get to like see every side of it pretty much and fall in love with its beauty. I watched a documentary the other day of this guy. He was out mining. I watched it today actually. It was of a paragot miner in Arizona on a Navajo tribe foundation or I forget what it's, reservation. Yeah. And he mines paragot minerals, crystals. They're a beautiful green apple colored. And I saw one of them on eBay recently. I think it was for like $10. And I'm pretty tempted to buy it. Very tempted to buy it, mind you. Beautiful crescent moon. I've been falling in love with gemstones every single day. And I'm bringing you guys along for the journey. We are trying to get this channel to 1,000. And yeah, I think we're pretty much at 1,000's doorstep, and we gotta get our way through 1,500 and get to 2,000. Let's get through the thousands and get to 10. That's my goal, because I feel like 1 to 10,000 is going to be one of the hardest climbs, aside from 1 and 100. That's probably harder, convincing people that you can have a channel versus having a channel and just making the content. Really hope everybody enjoyed this. It's a 19-minute video, but it was a good one. It's a good one. Didn't find anything though. That's the problem. I'm looking though, and we are going to find mineral deposits in this state, in my area. I will. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon.